There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo.
Mystery Island! A place of discovery, a place for you and me.
Way out in the ocean, rising up above the sea, is a land of wonder, is a land of mystery. Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo. So much to discover, so much for us to see. God's truth never failing, all the way through history. Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island. Mystery Island, searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island, come on, won't you come along with me? On a search to the island, for the clues hidden all around. Our God is a treasure, just waiting to be found. Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo. Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island. There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island. Mystery Island, searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island, come on, won't you come along with me?
Mystery Island, it's a place for you and me. Ready for discovery? The deeper you dig, the more you will find. Cause that's how it works on Mystery Island. The path is narrow, so stay on track. But the treasure is yours if you follow the map. God is faithful, God is strong. I can sing of his love all the day long. God is powerful, holy and true. I'm ready for mystery, how about
There's
you?
a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island.
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island, searching for the ancient truth, handed down to me and you. Mystery Island.
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island.
It's a place for you and me.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery. It's Mystery Island.
It's Mystery Island.
Mystery Island, searching for the ancient truth.
It's a place of discovery. It's a place for you and me. Won't you come along with me?
Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo. Mystery Island, hoo.
Aloha, friends. Welcome back to SummerBlastOff. I have a little riddle to get us started today. Look up, look down, look all around until a pack of O's is found. Did you find them? Ah, you found them, Mr. Wheeler, didn't you? Don't you love cookies? We love cookies. And these cookies we're probably going to eat later, but they're to help us remember 3 big words that we're going to talk about today. They tell us more about who God is. You might have heard them before. Omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. Now, Mr. Marty will tell you about what those words mean later on. But first, I want to tell you a story from the Bible. You've probably heard it before, but a good story never gets old. This story gives God the chance to shine all of those powers that he has. The story is about a man named Jonah. Now, you know that Jonah was a prophet, right? He delivered messages from God. And one day, God gave him a message, a job to do. He said, go to Nineveh and tell those people that they need to stop making the bad choices that they're making, or judgment is going to come to their land. That doesn't sound like a very fun job to me. Telling someone that they're doing something wrong, that doesn't always go well. But Jonah, he had to do it. God gave him a job to do, and he should obey, right? Here's the thing. Jonah didn't want to obey that job. He didn't want to do that job. He didn't want to obey that direction from God because he knew those Ninevites were bad news. They were bullies. They were mean. They did horrible things. And he didn't really want them to have a second chance. Here's the thing, guys. Whenever we don't do what God wants us to do, it leads us down a really tricky path that doesn't end well. And that's what happened to Jonah. So God told him, go to Nineveh. So we'll pretend that Nineveh is over here. And Jonah took that direction and said, I'm going that way. And that's what he did. He got on a boat and sailed toward Tarshish. Now, here's the thing. As soon as he got on that boat, started out okay, but things got a little rocky. And by rocky, I mean the boat was rocking. God sent a terrible storm, terrible wind, and the boat was just rocking back and forth and back and forth. And the sailors were so afraid. They didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't know why the storm was brewing so terribly, but they were afraid. And they started taking their supplies and throwing them overboard because they wanted the ship to be lighter. They thought it would save them. That didn't help. And then they remembered they had a passenger on board, and maybe something was up with this passenger. So they went to look for him, and guess where he was? Sleeping in the boat. I don't know how he slept through that storm, but the Bible says he did. So they went down, and they woke Jonah up, and they said, wake up, please cry out to your God. Something is wrong, and we think maybe you're the problem here. And Jonah knew he was the problem. And this is what he told them to do. He said, it is my fault. I ran away from the one true God. And so, in order to save us all, you need to throw me overboard. That makes no sense to us, but Jonah knew God very well, and he knew that he should trust God to save all of them. And he knew God was telling him that was the right thing to do. So those sailors, they picked up Jonah, tossed him right out into the ocean. Oh my goodness. So I think probably everyone was feeling a little bit nervous about what's going to happen next. But as soon as Jonah hit the water, the storm stopped. The sea was calm. But Jonah wasn't just hanging out there in a life jacket. A big fish, a giant fish came and swallowed him whole. One big swallow, and Jonah was in the belly. Now think about that for a minute. Think about all the things that fish eat, especially big fish. So all that stuff was gurgling in that fish's belly, and Jonah's hanging out there. It's got to be stinky. It's got to be gross. But there he was, and he realized he needed to take care of some business with God, and that's exactly what he did. He prayed to God, and he told him he was sorry. And after 3 days and 3 nights, God caused that fish to spit Jonah out right onto the shore, and he was safe. And Jonah learned you can never, ever, ever run from God. You can never hide from God, and you can't ever outthink God. All of those things are true. And here's the really great thing. God wanted to give Nineveh a second chance, and he also gave Jonah a second chance. Jonah now has the chance to obey that direction that God gave him and to obey with a happy heart and to have God's blessing. Now, before we go and talk to Mr. Wheeler some more about those O's, I want to check in with Tank and Penelope because they're going to talk to us about some of God's superpowers too.
Hey Tank, what's up?
Oh, not too much. Just spending some time relaxing today. What are you up to?
I'm just thinking about superpowers. I want to use my super tail to climb buildings and leap over volcanoes.
You don't really think you have superpowers, do you? It's fun to pretend, but that tail is not taking you anywhere off the ground.
Well, no, but Iron Man does. Have you seen him?
I've seen him all right, but he's pretend too. The superheroes you see on TV and in video games are just make-believe. They aren't real.
Aw, man, that's a real bummer. So there's nobody who has superpowers for real?
Yes, there is. There is one, and only one.
Who is it? I bet it's Hercules.
Nope.
Wonder Woman?
Ha! Not even Wonder Woman, unless you're talking about Mom.
Oh, you're trying to get more electronics time, aren't you?
Maybe, but for real though, there's only one who has true superpowers, and that's God. He isn't like anyone else. He can do anything.
Like what?
Well, for one, he knows everything. He didn't have to go to school to learn anything. He has known everything forever. He knows how many drops of rain fall during a storm. He knows where each bird is. He even knows when an ear of corn is picked on the other side of the world. The Bible says that he even knows when you sit down, when you get up, and when you go to bed. He knows what you're going to say before you say it. He knows you before you were born because he made you.
Wow, that's a mighty God.
For sure. And God not only knows everything, he also has the power to do anything he wants to.
What can he use his power to do?
He has the power over weather. He can make it rain or stop raining. He can send rainbows and snow. And he can make sunny days like what we have on this island. He has the power to make plants grow, to hold planets in place, to heal our scrapes and sicknesses, and he even has the power to create animals.
Wowzer!
This next one is going to blow your mind. He has the power to be everywhere at the same time.
You mean God is here, but he's also over in China and in Italy and in Antarctica? All at the same time?
Yep, the Bible tells us that if we go to the highest spot, the lowest spot, and the farthest spot across the world, God is there.
It's really great news that God is always with us. I'm going to remember that when I feel scared and alone.
Remember that you are never really alone. God is always with you. You can see him. You can't see him, but he's there watching over you and loving you.
That makes me so happy. I'm going to go sit in the dark now and remember that God is with me, even in the dark.
Okay, Penelope, you go do that. I'll catch you later. Remember that tails do not have superpowers.
Ha, I know. Bye, Tank.
Thank you, Hank and Penelope, for that chat about God's superpowers. Now I want to talk to you about the O's that we started talking about earlier. The 3 O's, or the omnis, as we like to call them, are omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. These are words, big words, that talk about God. Omniscience means God is all-knowing. He knows everything. In the story that we heard about Jonah, God knew everything that was going to happen. He knew that Jonah would make the bad choice, but he also knew that with his prompting, Jonah would make the right choice. God knows every person, too, and everything about us. So we know that God has our best interest in mind, and he is always there. Omnipresent is God is always present. He is with us all the time. Jonah ended up in a very dark and scary place. I wouldn't want to be in the belly of a big fish. But guess who was with him? God. Because God is omnipresent. He is everywhere. How about you? Do you have a secret hiding place? Or is there someplace scary that you have to go to? Remember, God is always there with you. He is at your home, at your school, even at the moon. If you were to go there, God would be with you. Omnipotent means that God is all-powerful. God has power over nature. We saw that in Jonah's story. He controlled the storm. He controlled the fish. He has power over sickness and over death and over sin. God kept Jonah safe as he was in the belly of the fish, and the fish spit him back out on dry land. God is all powerful. We can see God's power in our own life every day as well. God is almighty.
Is it time to go eat the cookies now?
Sure.
All right.
Let's go.
See you tomorrow, friends.
Hi guys, welcome back. Today is day 2 of Summer Blast Off. I'm Kelly and I've got my helper, Cooper, here. How many of you like to swim?
Maybe.
Have you ever tried to dive?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced that strange feeling in your ears when you dive down deep into the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called water pressure. And how it works is the deeper you go down, the greater the pressure. So let's try something. Close your eyes and hold your hands up high. Now imagine that you're holding up 50 jumbo jets. The water pressure, the water pressure at the bottom of the ocean is crazy high like that. We would never survive in water pressure that feels like 50 jumbo jets. It's impossible. God didn't create our bodies to withstand that much pressure. I'm going to do a demo that shows the effects of the pressure. And if you want to do it along with us at home, I'll explain what you need. You need some really cold ice water, and you need some boiling hot water, an empty can, and some tongs. This one might require some parental supervision. We're going to fill the empty can with some really hot water. It's going to create some water vapor inside of that can. Swirl it around. Now when I put the can into the cold water, that vapor is going to get cold and it's going to condense. Watch what happens. It didn't work. Cut. All right, let's try this. Fill the can with some water. Shake it around. Oh yeah. One crushed can. But the cool thing is that God created certain plants and animals to survive down at the bottom of the ocean, even with this crazy intense pressure. The pressure is like no biggie to them. Like flapjack octopus. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Google it when we get home. Even more amazing is that God knows every one of those creatures, where they are and what they're doing every second. He's there with them and he's here with us. How amazing is it that we serve a God who is with his creation and can be everywhere all the time. Hope you enjoyed our experiment. See you tomorrow for day 3.
Well, hey, welcome, boys and girls, to Tuesday of Summer Blast Off, because it's a little off this year. But again, welcome. This is one of my favorite parts of Vacation Bible School, is where we get to raise money for people around the world who are struggling, who have a difficult life. We talked about yesterday, 1 Timothy chapter 6, where God tells us to be generous and willing to share, because most of us have more than we need. Most of us have extra, and we can take some of that extra and we can put it in one of these boxes that you have, Daniel, and you can put quarters in there. What else can you put in that box?
You could put pennies, you could put dimes, you could put
Dollar bills.
dollar bills.
Yeah, and that goes to raise money for kids who are hungry. And then, once you fill up that box, or even if you want to fill up more than that box, you can drop it off here at Beartown Road at our drop-off event July 15th from 1 to 3, or during office hours, or Sunday, July 19th by noon. Now, you can have an opportunity to earn money. If you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have very much money, maybe you can earn money. So Daniel, you came up with some ideas of how the boys and girls can earn money so that we can give money to those kids who are hungry. How about some ideas for us?
You could go to your neighbor's house and like do chores, like feed their pets, walk their dog. Maybe if they had a garden, you could water their garden.
Those are really good ideas. What if they have a pet snake?
You could feed it if you're brave enough.
Because that would take a lot of bravery to feed a snake. Any other ideas of ways to earn money?
Maybe you could watch their car if it's dirty or something.
That's a great idea. All very, very good ideas, right? And then that money goes to buy food, and then they put it in a food box and they deliver it to those families. Not only did they give those families food, but they also give them, pieces of paper with the story of God's love, so that not only did they get good food, but they also get good news. Now, today, you're going to be introduced to someone by Grandpa Walter who lives in Guatemala, right? Say Guatemala for us for a second.
Guatemala.
Say that one more time.
Guatemala.
Guatemala. That sounds a little bit more like those who might live in Guatemala. All right, here's us. We're in New York. Guatemala is all the way down south of Mexico. And Guatemala is a really, really great country. We met Luis. Some of you remember Luis because he was at Summer Blast a couple of years ago. If you remember Luis, he talked about all of the kids who he spent time with. Many of those kids were hungry. They didn't have a whole lot of food. So Guatemala is a great place, but they don't have a whole lot. They've got some people who are struggling with hunger, and we have an opportunity to support people like Nima who live in Guatemala. So again, I hope that you'll be able to raise some money so that we can help poor kids from all around the world, just like Nima who lives in Guatemala. So let's hear from Grandpa Walter as he introduces Nima to us in Guatemala.
Welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me for another day of treasure hunting. What's that? You don't know what this is? This is my trusty metal detector. This uses electricity and magnetism to tell if there's something metallic hidden under the ground. I'm trying to see if there's anything hidden beneath the soft ground in this part of the cave. Hear that? I think I found something. Here we go. I wonder what it is. Maybe I've come across a golden doubloon from a secret pirate treasure. Well, unless pirates were big fans of soda pop, I don't think this belonged to them. I want you to close your eyes again. While your eyes are closed, I want you to listen. You hear that? You've heard that sound. Flies. And they are everywhere. Now, with your eyes still closed, take a big sniff with your nose. It's not a good smell. Can you picture what kind of place sounds and smells like that? Got it in your head? Okay. Now open your eyes. Sadly, many people are living in garbage dumps all around the world. On my trip to Guatemala several years ago, I met Nima, who lives in a place just like this. Nima is 9 years old, and she has never lived anywhere other than the garbage dump. Just like I spend my days looking for treasure, Nima and her sister spend their days looking for bottles and cans that they can sell for money to buy food for their family. If they don't find enough, their family goes hungry. Nima's parents and her grandparents have always lived here. Most days it feels like Nima and her family will never live anywhere outside of the dump. Sometimes it feels like nobody knows or cares. But a local pastor learned about Nima and her family. They actually came into the dump and brought the family a food pack. Life for Nima right now is pretty hard. But with your help and a heart filled with the Holy Spirit, it doesn't always have to be this hard. We know that nothing is impossible for God. God is almighty, and His miracles are real. Do you think God can work a miracle through this quarter? He can. God's miracles are effortless. This one quarter means one meal and a chance for someone to hear about God. Have you started collecting coins to put in your coin pack to help kids like Nima? Keep searching for those coins, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Mystery Island, who? There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, who? Mystery Island, who?
Hey, it's me. Oh, no one's around. Coast is clear. Oh, this is so easy. They fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Oh, I know. Yeah, I kind of like this. You know, dressing up business, carrying a briefcase, makes me think I should have been a lawyer for real. I know, I like it. Wait, someone's coming. I don't know, Mom. Mom, you know I don't like coming for the holidays and Christmas. Mom, I don't like traveling. Mom, I've got a big case I'm working on. A big case, Mom. It's really important with big things, Mom. Hold on. What do you want?
Oh, you see, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
What?
So, what would you like? We've got giant pretzels, pizza, nachos.
No, it's fine, kid. I'm good. I'm really good. Thanks.
Really? Because I'd really like to serve you.
It's okay. It's fine. No thanks. Why are you still standing there?
Because Miss Mabry says I need to get my feet wet.
What?
I need to get my feet wet. You see, I've never done this job before, or any job before. And so this week is going to be a great week for me to get some good experience. But next week, there's going to be so many more.
Okay, fine. Get me, water, with lemon.
Okay, so that's one. Water with lemon, you said, right?
Yes, lemon.
Okay. L-E... No, my pencil lead broke. Now what am I going to do?
I don't know. How about you memorize the order?
Oh, you're right. I could do that. Okay, so what is it you wanted again?
Water with lemon.
Okay, one water with lemon. Coming right up.
Are you still there? You still there? No, it's just some kid trying to be a waiter. Okay, no, they're on the trail now. So I should have my hot little hands on something very valuable pretty soon. Oh, one way or another, I'm going to get that treasure.
Sir? Mr. Henson? Where'd he go? Man, it sure isn't easy being a waiter, is it? Ice water with lemon. Not bad. Maybe you could use a little sugar, but it's actually quite refreshing. Oh, sour. Hi, Miss Maybury.
Believe you have work to do, young man.
Oh, you see, I was working. I tried to take Mr. Henson's order. I even did take it. But then he just disappeared.
Come here, please.
What's wrong?
Your tag is sticking up. Come here. Turn around.
Oh, good. I thought I was in trouble.
You are a mess. What is this on your elbow?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, guess I am in trouble now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Really, I didn't. Now look what I've done. Way to go, Dylan. Oh no, not the detective. I've got to get out of here.
So you think you can drive better than I? Is that what you are saying?
Exactly, detective.
And that is where you are wrong, for you forget the simple fact that I am a trained officer of the law. Besides, what is one little scratch and dent when you consider the important work that we are doing? Oh, this is so flimsy. Put it back up.
Hello, Detective No Clue.
It is pronounced no clue.
I'm sorry if I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
You have, madame.
So it's Detective No Clue.
Yes, that is what I said.
Right. Yes, well, I will try to remember that then. So, what brings you to Buccaneer Bay this time?
Official police business. Stanley?
Oh, right. The Mystery Island Police Department, in an effort to improve its services, is conducting a survey to see how its citizens feel about the effectiveness of the department. Therefore, your participation is greatly appreciated.
It's very interesting. So who came up with these questions then?
Oh, I did. It was me.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah.
So you'd like me to answer these, huh?
Yes, please. So the first question is, true or false? On a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is the Mystery Island Police Department?
I'm sorry, you'd like me to answer true or false to that?
That's correct.
Okay, I would say false.
Is that your final answer?
Sure, Stanley, why not?
Okay. Next question. Yes or no? When you have a problem, would you rather call the Mystery Island Police Department?
Or
what?
Oh, yes, exactly. Isn't the question missing something?
Yes or no? When you have a problem, I don't believe so.
Okay,
No.
never mind. I'll just say no to that one.
Okay. Next question.
No, wait, let me guess. Do you walk to school or take your lunch?
No clue here. What? No. Oh, okay. We'll be right there. He is up to his old tricks again.
What is it?
There has been a robbery at the Power Museum. Captain Hook's hook is missing.
Captain Hook's hook? Oh no!
Yes, that is what I said. No doubt the work of Mr. Juno Patel, International Antiquities Thief, otherwise known as the Snake.
Wait, how do you know who it was?
It is my business to know. But don't worry, we will find him and bring him to justice, rest assured of that. Well, it is a shame we cannot complete the survey, But we must leave immediately. Come, Stanley.
Detective,
Yes, what is it?
I do believe that your car is still that way.
Of course. I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew that. Let's go.
It's unbelievable.
Why were the police here?
Just doing some ridiculous survey, but then they had to rush off because the pirate museum was just robbed.
Really? What happened? Did they catch a thief?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I hope they catch him soon.
Yes, there's little chance of that while Detective No Clue is in charge. I do hate that there's a criminal element on the island, though. Oh, good, the Richardsons are back. So, how did it go?
Better than expected.
That's for sure.
We got lost a few times and almost gave up.
Because of me. I'm just not that great with maps.
Yeah, but we started to get into a groove and we hit the checkpoints, so that was good.
Good.
But it was tough though, wasn't it?
Yes, and hot.
So you found the artifact?
Oh, yes.
Sure did. Would you like to see it?
Oh, would I? I mean, of course, certainly.
Well, it's certainly not Captain Scurvyleg's gold, but at least it's one step closer to the treasure, right?
Wow.
I know, it's gotta be worth something, don't you think?
Well, let's see. According to Uncle Joe, it is over 1,000 years old and belonged to King Musulamu of Naroon.
It's Masulamu.
Oh, you've heard of him?
Oh, I might have.
Oh, I'm impressed.
So, what else does it say about King Mu? Can I call him that?
Sure, if you want to.
Well, let's see. He became king when he was 12 years old.
12 years old?
Yes. Looks like he was a great king at first, but as his kingdom grew and he became more powerful, he changed and became terrible and ruthless.
Oh.
How sad is that?
Yeah.
So, he began well, but didn't end well. Just like so many others.
Yes. You know, there's only one king who will always be good, who will always be just, who's never going to change. That's God himself, the king of the universe.
Well, if that's true, if God really is king of the universe, then why does he allow evil kings like King Mu?
Well, because of sin, that's why. Huh? See, in the beginning, everything was perfect, and God set some rules for us. But Adam and Eve, the first parents, disobeyed those rules, and that resulted in a curse on everything.
So that's why there's evil in the world? Because of a curse?
Yeah, that's right.
But still, why did God allow it to work out like that? I mean, couldn't he have done things differently?
No, because God does not make mistakes. This is not plan B. See, the Bible says that God is holy, and I mean absolutely holy, which means his character is perfect and his ways are infinitely higher than our own. So you and I just have to trust him. But the problem is our view of God is much too small. He is so much bigger and better than we could ever possibly even imagine.
How about I hold on to this while you start the next leg?
Start the next leg? You can't be serious. Can it wait until tomorrow?
Yeah, we're pretty tuckered out.
Yes, of course. You two enjoy the evening. You've earned it.
Thank you.
All right. But we'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m.
7? Can we make it 8?
Hey, don't forget to sweep the sidewalks, please. And can you check the light fixtures? We've got several out in the East Wing. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Flowers are dry again. Ah, dirty dishes, how lovely. Is he here? No. Okay, good. What's got you in a tizzy? What's got you in a tizzy?
Just making sure he's not around.
Making sure who's not around?
Mr. Henson.
Mr. Henson? Dylan, Mr. Henson is not here. Would you please stop shushing me?
Sorry.
Now, why are you so upset about Mr. Henson?
Because I don't think he is who he says he is.
What?
He did not know the word notwithstanding. So my dad's a lawyer, and he said if there's one word that every lawyer should know, it's notwithstanding. So I think he's just pretending to be a lawyer, a fake.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Henson is obviously a lawyer, and a very good one at that. And besides, why would he go to all of the trouble of pretending to be a lawyer?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, and neither do I. So I suggest that you stop pretending to be a detective and start playing busboy.
Yes, ma'am.
Go on, then.
I still think Mr. Henson's a fake. The next time I see him, I'm gonna treat him like one. Oh, no, not the detective. I've got to get out of here.
So, Detective, how are you going to find him when you don't even know what he looks like?
My trained instincts will tell me, as always. Perhaps someday you will understand. Oh, so they are all hiding, is that it? Well, we have ways of dealing with that. You check over there. I will look over here.
Yes, Detective.
No one is there. No one is there. Don't see. Oh, the easel again. Oh, this.
Detective! What brings you to Buccaneer Bay again?
We are looking for Mr. Gino Patel, international antiquities thief, otherwise known as the Snake.
Oh, yes, from the Pirate Museum robbery.
And how do you know that?
Because you told us yesterday. Do you remember that?
Of course, I remember. I was just testing you.
So why are you at Buccaneer Bay? Surely you don't think Gino Patel is here, do you?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And that is why I must leave no stone unturned. So, may I please see your guest list?
Yes, of course, Detective.
And now the interrogation begins. Watch closely and you will learn something.
Yes, Detective.
The briefcase, please. Oh, so heavy. I can't even.
Detective.
Yes, what is it?
Someone's coming.
Oh, excellent. Our first victims. Suspects.
You know, I think we're finally starting to get the hang of this treasure hunting thing.
I told you it was going to be fun.
Oh, yes, you did.
Maybe we could become professional treasure hunters.
I wouldn't go that far.
Ahem.
Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't see you standing there.
Yes, I know that. I am Detective Naklu from the Mystery Island Police Department, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Really?
Did we do something wrong?
We shall see. Please, have a seat.
What's that?
A lie detector machine that detects lies.
I don't like this, Everett.
Don't worry, we have nothing to fear.
So, here is how it works. If you tell me the truth, nothing will happen. But if you tell me something that is not true, the machine will detect it and will make a buzzing noise. Allow me to demonstrate. I am Detective Naklu. See, obviously a true statement, so no buzzing. But if I say, 2 plus 2 equals 7. See?
Wow, that's impressive. I'll bet you've caught some big-time criminals with that, huh?
Indeed we have. Oh, but let's move along. So, who wants to go first?
I guess I will.
Are you sure?
Yes, I just want to get this over with.
All right, let us begin. What is your name?
Emily Richardson.
Write that down.
Yes, Detective.
So, Miss Richardson, have you ever been to the Pirate Museum?
I didn't even know there was a pirate museum.
Have you ever seen the Captain Hook exhibit at the Pirate Museum?
I said I've never been to the pirate museum, so no.
So I detect that you have never been to the Pirate Museum. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay, now we are getting somewhere. Oh, it is me. Oh. Can't even get the phone number. Oh. Stanley takes the call. I am busy.
Yes, Detective. Hello, this is Stanley. Oh, Commissioner. No, she can't take the call right now. She's busy with an interrogation. Of course, I'll ask her. Detective, do you know what happened to the Commissioner's birthday cake? He said it was missing.
No, of course not. Well, come to think of it, I may have seen someone taking it. Okay, I ate it.
You ate it? The entire thing?
Well, I was just trying to protect the commissioner. It looked like it had been poisoned. That will conclude the interrogation. Thank you for your time. It has been most helpful.
Detective.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery.